right, I'm here. Let me get into my room real quick.
Just getting everything set up. Stream is on. I did start the stream because he did say we were starting. Getting on our first qualifier. Hello and welcome Darlington Raceway. Corey Wilson, my side, commentators with me, Beast and Prime.
Howdy. Hope everyone's having a good day. We're here from Darlington, South Carolina. Home track for me here. I don't live that far away from this place. So this race should be pretty interesting here.
Yeah,
Fast trucks. The lady in black tire wear is going to be a key factor, which we'll talk about more of that later on here. When we're done with qualifying and they're on their formation lap. And it's been a couple weeks since we've last raced here, Truck Series.
Yeah. I had to take I think it was a 2-week break from our most recent race. I had a little bit of a delay. Should have started a while ago. Obviously, a couple internet issues, so got that all sorted out, and we're ready to get rolling. As I think we've got our first guy up, and yes, we do. Solar. Coming into this race, we've got a very tight cutoff. As you see, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th in points are all 3 points away from each other. PCB being the last person in coming into the race as Solar's coming up to his flyer.
Yep. You only get one lap of qualifying here, and that wall, you want to be as close to it as you can without hitting it. Oh, that's his lap already. He broke way too much in the corner. He slowed down about 135, and that's going to be his lap pretty much.
Yeah, he's going to have to pick it up down into turn 3 if he's going to want to even get a shot at going into this race. Only 15 people are allowed to qualify, so first come, first serve, as Solar was the first person to go out on track. Doesn't look like he had much practice as he comes off turn 4. Not a lot of speed as he comes down to the line. What's the time going to be?
A 31.308. As you see, we have a new ticker now, and the times will show up, and you get 2 laps of qualifying instead of 1.
Okay, so he'll be able to pick it up on the second one. He definitely knows what he did wrong, and he braked off turn 2.
That's it for him. That's GG's.
Down to turn 3, hopped the bump, got in the air. Getting close to that wall. Arcs it back down.
Touched it, though.
Yeah.
I don't expect him to improve at all.
What's it going to be? 31.308 still. He did not improve on that second lap as Solar.
Bummer.
So our next guy up has been teleported.
You hate to see it, folks. Fard will be our next qualifier.
Guard last week's win. Well, not last week's winner, most recent winner at Talladega. Currently leading.
Wall there.
Yeah, he's currently leading the points. 21 to the good right now. So he technically is locked in on points if he just shows up to these next couple of races, or this next race, because this is the second to last race before the playoffs. Or before the chase, sorry. This goes on the backstretch. Good speed as he comes out into turn 3.
Really good speed. Only 170 though. 171. This should be pole right here.
He should be able to take pole from Solar. 31-1.
31.133.
Oh, he stopped a little bit. Thought he only had one lap. He has one more lap.
Yep.
He thought.
You get 2 here because this track is challenging. And it can be a challenge.
Off turn 2. Got real
Look
close
at
to the
that,
wall.
close to the wall.
Down the back straightaway. Good speed as he enters turn 3. 177. That was good speed. Right up on the wall on entry. Arcs it back
That's
down.
what you want. Yep. Arc it back down.
Gonna carry a
Yep,
lot of
yep,
speed off
that's the wall.
exit.
Exit. Good exit there. This should be in the 30s.
30.6.
30.625. What a lap.
So he will be the fastest guy right now. Waiting for our next guy to get teleported.
For now, he's the fastest guy.
Flavored.
I ran laps on this track, and so did Corey. This track's a challenge to run. It's really fun though. So we have our next truck out, Flavored, in the number 6 truck. It's got to be to 30.625.
Flavored was not so sure if he could make this race if the times had got pushed back any further, but he seems like he now is able to attend on his first lap. Good speed down into turn 1, holds the
Sends
bottom,
the corner.
able to wrap the bottom, lots of speed.
Only about 163 off the exit though.
174, 3 miles per hour slower than what Fard was able to enter, holding the bottom, prioritizing the
Should be a good
corner
lap if he
more
keeps it
than
off the wall. Yep.
coming down to the line. What will it be? 30.1, goes top of the chart.
30.1.
Drivers are gonna start to realize what the line is after this. So Fard, he ran the top. Now he sacrificed a lot of his corner, and I think Flavored was able to realize that he was able to pick up way more than what Fard couldn't. Goes to 3 and 4. Will it be an improvement?
Ooh,
Got real
I
close
don't
to the
think
wall,
so.
and he's in the wall.
He's in the wall. Nope.
30
Oh,
flat,
never mind.
improved. He went faster.
But he tapped the wall. That's the only issue there. Wow.
As Ryder's up next, Daytona winner. Currently 6 points in right now. He's looking to put him. He's looking to keep himself in. He just has to finish good. He's had a bit of a downhill after Daytona after winning, as he actually gets in the wall off Sue, but this is his outlap, so he is safe.
I've gotten word from Bubble that there is a new short track package on these trucks. As you see, lower track bar, the spoilers at a different angle. Can't remember what else. But yeah, there's a new short track package here for the truck series.
Ryder's gonna challenge for second. He's got a lot of speed as he went to turn 1. Messed up a little bit on the entry, but he'll be able to capitalize on it down into turn 3 if he runs it right. Which he does a very good job at holding his speed. He slides up a lot though. Can he keep it off the wall?
He's
Had to
sliding up
break.
too much. Oh, he kept it off the wall though. That's good. Coming to his final lap.
Goes second, 30.2. Now he's got to see if he can improve on the second lap. That's why they gifted it. Let's see. Slides up in the middle of the corner. Running up way next to the wall. Not in the wall. Good job of keeping it off the wall. 176 down into turn 3. He does a good job at holding his speed in 3 and 4.
What a corner there.
What's it going to be? No improvement.
He does not
30.233 is what he will keep for his qualifying run.
Yeah, on the last lap here in a 30.396. So he did not improve there.
As Axe is up. Another guy fighting on that cutoff. He's currently 3 out right now. So close to winning Atlanta 2 weeks ago. Couldn't quite beat Buck back to the line, who actually is not going to be continuing this season. You
Did
see the word
their word from Bubble?
coming off turn 4. They didn't run the high side like Ryder did, but still carries a good amount of speed. 165 at the
Oh, yeah.
line.
172 entering turn 1 here. Look at him right near the wall.
Ran really high. Cut it down off exit.
Only a 165 exit though. What did they do here for 3
177
and
down
4?
into turn 3 and 4. Same speed as Fard was able to hit. Good exit speed as he comes off to his white flag. 30.2, take second.
It's going to put him up to second here. Will he improve, though? That's the thing. Favored's the only one to improve on their second lap so far here. Good exit speed there, 166.
Does a good job at holding the car against from the wall. 177 again. Consistent.
Very consistent
Cuts
here.
it down off exit. Comes off turn
Look
4.
at that corner.
Will it be an
That
improvement?
was beautiful.
30.192. By 8 1,000ths, he improves still, and that gives him second place. The next guy's teleported, friendless. Also, another guy fighting on the cutoff. Currently 3 points out as well.
Yeah, those guys on the cut line are going to be fighting for their lives here today. Because after this, there's what? Only one more race, and then it's time for the chase?
Yeah,
Or
these
two more
guys
races
are.
after this?
Next race will be the last race of the regular season, so these guys are in crunch time. If you haven't been worried about that cutoff now, you better most definitely be worried now.
Yep, because it's lock-in
Can I
time.
get chicken fajitas for lunch?
What?
Should I
Friendly.
get chicken fajitas for lunch, guys?
Yes, you should. Most definitely.
Okay. Thank you.
Ooh, slow there. Slow there from Friendless there. That's gonna... Actually, slowing him down there a little more kind of helped his speed. He got 166 there off the corner.
That's turn 3.
178 there for a split second. Right on that seam he goes. Good exit there, 158 off the corner, coming to his white flag. That's only going to put him 5th. He's going to have to pick up here.
So close. In the wall.
Oh!
Tried to push it.
Yep, and
Can still capitalize down into turn 3. Cuts it down off exit, trying to get any exit speed he can. Coming up to the line. It's going to be improvement. Goes still 4th. 30.267.
Not a bad lap, though. I'll say that. Not too bad. Next truck out will be Silver.
Lansing, number 1, is up next. Goes on the back straightaway. Coming up to his first lap.
And again, the track is going to change throughout qualifying. So watch out for the grooves to come in, and it's going to get even worse during the race. So I expect the race pace to be kind of slow today here. Especially on the older tires.
Decent speed off turn 2. Entering turn 3. It's going to be 173.
174 there.
Coming off turn 2. Good speed as he comes up to his second lap and final lap. Gonna go 3rd, 30.2. Can he improve? Remember, we saw Axe at that time. Then was able to go improve.
164 off the corner there.
Good exit. This might be an improvement as it goes on into turn 3 and 4.
I just got word that the field cap is going to be 12.
across the line.
Go
He
second, 30 point,
improves.
30 flat. Was not able to get flavored, but got Axe. Pushes Axe down to third, and he'll take second. PC up next at 75. Last guy in the chase right now, currently holding 3 points to cut. I'm actually not sure if Cut did show up.
He did not.
Oh boy, Cut. He's like the fastest guy here, and he is not gonna show up. That's unfortunate. $163 off the corner there. And field cap is going to be 12 instead of 15 here.
Spoke with PC before the race. He wasn't too confident coming into this race. Wasn't able to figure out the car on his practice laps and qualifying. Very close to the wall, but keeps it off.
Never mind.
It's going to go fourth, 30.196.
Only 4/1000ths of a second off of Axe. What
First
can he do
person
on
I've
the
seen
second
so
lap?
far go under that dotted white line. 164 exit. 175 down into turn 3. Holding the bottom.
Breaks about 137.
Can he
off of
improve?
the 4.
Coming up to the checkered. Can he improve? No improvement.
No.
It's going to stay 4th, 30.196.
That should get him into the race, though.
It should. He should be safe.
I believe that's Turdy up next.
Did Teddy look on the mirror?
Oh, and Turdy's going to wreck it off turn 4. And he's going to jump.
That's it for his poly.
That's going to be a DNQ, I believe. Yep, and Turdy will not make the race. And that might just be it for his season. Or at least any shot that he had before trying to get into the chase.
Now that's completely
That is tragic.
very tragic.
8 qualifiers so
Wow.
far. Flavored still holding the pole. Nobody. Lance for only one to hit 30 flat except for Flavored.
We
Up next is
F1 racing fan. And it's number 20
in the Air Force.
Yeah.
Yep. Thank the military, thank the people that served our country, because it is May, and that means Memorial Day is coming up soon here. In about
F1
2
racing
weeks.
fan. 11 points out of the chase. I think he's currently sitting in he's currently sitting 17th in points right now. It's a bump
Look
on
at
the
him,
top
he's at wall
lane.
proximity. Look at that.
Got real close to the wall.
That's how you run Darlington there, baby. Oh yeah. 178 entering the corner there.
Very good speed.
Off turn 4.
He sold his 4 though.
7th. It wasn't. These times are close, so it's not a terrible time. But he's got to find any improvement.
Lower in 3 and 4.
Yes. He's gonna have to get lower here in 3. and
Good
4.
speed off turn 2. 170 down the
Yeah.
backstretch.
Insane exit speed off the 2.
180 down into turn 3.
Needs to get
Oh.
diamond it back down. Needs to diamond it back down. What the sauce is that?
Unbelievable. So close to the wall, he hits it. What's it gonna be at the line? Pull 30 points, 30 flat, 30.029. What a lap.
That is a Darlington lap if I've seen one or two before. Holy cow!
What a lap.
I can't believe that.
With the sauce.
I thought he
Everyone in
completely-
chat is going crazy in Roblox chat. That was something else.
Took pole away from Flavored.
So easier to win it.
I think Flavored is not going to race now because he was only going to stay if he got pole points. Because whenever you leave mid race now, it's -5.
Yep.
Flavored's only 11 points to the good coming into this race. Leaving before the race would not hurt him terribly. He would still be able to come back next week and point himself back in. See Pink. Not much of Pink this season. I think the last time we saw him was Auto Club, I believe. So close to the wall. I think he actually hit it.
Oh, he used the wall a little bit to rotate. That's kind of cheese.
Yes, that is.
Off turn 4. What's it going to be? Final lap. Goes 8th, 30.421. Has time for improvement.
He doesn't have much though time to improve. Oh, look at that,
Decent
only a
speed
1.5.
off turn 2. We've seen that from a lot of guys. Down into turn 3. 176.
On this lap.
Will it be improvement? Good speed off turn 4. Coming down to the checkered. No improvement.
No.
30.421 is where he will stay.
It could be very tight for him. If he wants to make it to the race, I think. Right? Yeah. How many people left to go?
Still quite a bit of
Should be
people.
Oscar Shore Shotgun System Timmy.
Okay.
That's our 10th qualifier. So Solar is looking to be eliminated after this. Oscar. Yeah, people like Oscar right now in the points, just looking to finish the races. First green flag lap for qualifying. For his quality run. On to turn 1. Holds good speed. A little bit below the apron.
That just killed him there.
Yeah, that break hurt his speed down the backstretch.
He's gonna have to pick it up on the second lap here if he wants to.
Throws it into turn 3.
Wow.
Right there.
Was able to hold
What a corner there.
turn 4. Let's see. Goes at 9th, 30.563. He can
Have
improve.
to improve.
He's not
Big
safe
time.
yet.
He has to improve. If he
Solar
doesn't
is out.
out. Yeah, Solar is officially out.
Well, okay.
He's gonna have to throw it in again here in 3 and 4.
He did. He threw it down in there. Arcing it down in the middle of the corner. Gonna get as close as he can to the wall. Off turn 4. What's it gonna be? Can he improve? He does, but it's not gonna give him any positions. Still stays 9th.
And I'm starting to see the track change already. As you saw there in the entry into the exit of the corner, there's starting to you're starting to see some dark rubber. Track is starting to change. So maybe this could play a factor. And Cut is here.
Cut has made it.
And it's number 21.
That's one of the guys fighting on the cut line. He has to be here. Currently is out.
Coming to his green flag. Again, you get 2 laps here.
Let's see what he can do.
Oh, he got spin physics there from the bump. Only about a 161 exit off the corner. He's gonna have to throw it in the corner. Let's see what he does here. Doesn't throw it in too deep. Look at that exit speed, 159 coming to his white
Eighth.
flag lap.
30.396. He's gonna put Oscar on the line.
Block.
And Fard. Fard's out. Oh, and he's in the wall. That will be his second lap. And he's gonna go around and limp it. So Fard is out. Oscar is on the line. Still a decent turn 3, even with getting that slowdown.
Next checkout is gonna be Cut.
Cut. Has to make it into this race.
Oh, I think he will. Oh, he's in the wall in his out lap.
Oscar is at risk of being knocked out. But that is if Flavored still starts the race. Cut on his first lap.
What the John?
He threw that thing in the corner.
What an exit. Kept it off the wall.
Again, he throws it in the corner.
Arc down. Very close to the wall. What's it going to be? Fourth, 30.113. Can still improve on this second lap. He brings it lower down into turn 1. Throwing it down into the corner. He's in the wall. He can still capitalize off of that mistake. He has to have a great turn 3 and 4 here if he wants to improve. Typing. What speed he held. Oh, so close to the wall. Is it improvement? No improvement. 30.113. He will be 4th. Knocks Oscar out. Jeez. Oh. On the wall.
So Fard is on the cutoff line. Well, actually,
Well, technically no.
Yeah,
Because Navi is confirmed not entering the race. So
yeah.
That's Flavored, right? Okay, so you put Flavored down above this, so that means it would be Oscar back on the. That means that means it would be Oscar back. Solar.
Yeah.
Oh, it's 12 instead of 10.
Yeah.
Okay, so then that means
And
it
if
puts
lags,
Solar back.
Then we're kicking the last 2 out.
And that's disappointing for Flavor. So Flavor's gonna go into next week, and he's gonna be running for money if he wants to put himself back in.
Mm-hmm.
First lap, 12th. So he puts himself 11th, basically. Yeah, technically puts himself 11th. He scrubbed a lot of speed being below that line. That hurt his exit speed. And I believe we should have our last qualifier next time.
the second to last.
Oh, 16 people are qualifying.
Terrible corner there.
System and Timmy.
Oh, okay.
He did not improve.
No improvement. 30.550. He will be 11th. So he will be 1 away from being knocked out. So that last qualifier is going to depend on if Shaka will make this race or not. System up next.
So Solar is on the.
No, Solar's out.
Yeah. So now that puts Ford.
Fard is on the
Good job.
so Fard's on the line. System could knock him out here. System has been able to bring a lot of speed to these racetracks. Fard's got to pray if he wants to still race, but I mean, Fard brought himself a good buffer to the line as System's actually in the wall.
It doesn't affect his speed too much though. As he's coming to his green.
Down into turn 1.
173.
Just the car rotate mid-corner. Gonna have decent exit speed. Didn't really maximize much of the exit. Oh, in the wall. Where does he go? I cannot see it.
30.233.
So that's gonna put him
8, I think.
Yeah, puts him 9th. So Bard is gonna be out. Shotgun is now on the line. So if you're Oscar and up, you're if you're Oscar and up, you're safe right now. Checker flag. Did he improve? He did.
Not improve.
Oh no, he didn't. 30.9. Yeah, 30.33. So he will stay 9th.
He sold his 1 and 2.
Last qualifier, I believe.
What the sauce?
Not sure if Timmy's had much practice. But he's definitely had a lot of time to watch these guys go around this track and see what is fast. Not a lot of speed in 3 and 4 coming up to the first lap.
Developing story. F1 racing fan might have to leave early.
That would put Fard in. That would put Fard back in the race if he had to leave before. Oh, and Timmy's in the wall.
He's in the wall.
If F1 Racing fan had to leave, that would put Fard back in. Well, now it would put him even more out. Yeah, so never mind. Timmy goes in, that knocks Shotgun out, puts Oscar, last person in.
The John.
What?
Timmy goes 8, 30.233. Can he improve on the second lap?
It's gonna be really hard, and you see it now. That track is starting to change a lot more. So you see that darker stuff trying to get in, or getting in on the surface. Okay.
No improvement. 30.233. Tides Rider.
They're knocking on the door, beast.
And that's pretty much it.
And that will be it for qualifying. As this will be the order. Drivers are lined up and ready to go. Currently, the red flag is out, waiting on caution to be thrown so we can start pacing. Flavor did have to go, so F1 Racing Fan will be starting off the race in the lead. And drivers head are beginning pacing. Alright, I guess. BC, if you want to start the grid orders.
Yeah. We'll get there. Hold on. Starting on pole position in the number 20 Ford F-Series Air Force, it is going to be F1 Racing Fan. And along to his outside in the number 1 Winn-Dixie Dodge Ram, it's going to be Silver.
Starting third, second row inside is going to be Black Mama and the 11 Safe Light. On his outside will be X Brannel in the 22 Pennzoil, starting fourth.
In row 3, starting 5th, is PC in the number 75 Spears Chevy Silverado. And to his outside, we'll have our Daytona winner Ryder in the number 14 Pennzoil Shell Ford F-Series.
Row number 4 inside will be Timmy, starting in, I believe, 7th. Friendless will be to his outside in the number 12 Bars.
Starting 9th in the number 71 Scott's Ford F-Series, it's going to be System, and along to his outside, it's going to be shot in the number 21 Ford F-Series Kingsford. Notice how there is 2 Fords on that row.
Starting in the last row inside, Pink 31 Monster Energy, and to his outside will be Oscar. Drivers have come to the front straightaway, ready to go green. We're green flag, we're underway in Darlington. It's a wreck behind for Friendless. We've got a crash in the back. Caution will be out.
Immediate caution there.
Caution right off to the start.
And we got more wrecking.
Ryder is around.
So Friendless is going to be on his last car already. Oh man, something's wrong with Mamba there.
And I don't believe they were supposed to race back. We were supposed to be off with the caution. As they're trying to figure it out, F1 Racing Fan is sideways.
And these guys kill their tires spinning out. So.
Yeah, so wouldn't be surprised if we had some guys trying to come down and pit.
Oh yeah. Oh.
So we do have some penalties. Flag condition did say no race back. We had guys driving at racing speed coming back around to the line. So F1 Racing Fan all the way back to System will have to serve
a drive-through.
Yeah, they'll have to serve their drive-through penalty. That's going to put Ryder and Friendless out in the lead.
Wow.
And that might even give them... That might almost put these guys a lap down. If Ryder and Friendless are able to get back around to them. So pits will not open. Hello.
Hello. Green this time from Bubble. Oh my word. Already a controversial start to this race here today, folks. This is unreal. As we're heading back to the restart zone, green flags back out in the air from Darlington.
All right, now. Oh, and they're wrecking again, and this time PC's around.
Oh my word.
We've got Timmy, PC.
Yellow flag
Pink.
is out again.
No race back.
Race back.
And cut is sideways and around. Oh, and they're still wrecking.
Have not raced in a pack this big, in a field this big, in weeks.
Wow, the drivers are not locked in today, guys.
No, they are not.
Now,
They can't
I would
even-
eventually think that these guys will start to realize that they can't get right on each other on the restart, so they would have to start giving room.
Yeah.
I mean, eventually they've got to realize that this is never going to work.
Yep.
And those guys still have to serve a drive through, and Cut slams into the back of Lance. All right, I believe GTT. Not sure yet.
Yep, green this time. Ryder and Friendless still exempt from the penalty.
All right, let's hope we can try and get these guys green.
Jesus Christ.
And we're green flag again. This time, no wrecks. They kept it clean. Axe going for a move right off the restart on Cut. Now, a lot of these guys
He's
have
gonna
to
get
come
it.
down and serve a drive through.
Oh,
Oh, it
so
lands
we're
in the wall.
It can be
All right.
sketchy racing side by side here at Darlington.
How do they settle these drive-throughs? A lot of these guys got to come down. Okay, they could serve it within 2 laps. Don't think anybody...
22's serving his.
5 in the
Careful not to speed up
75,
pit road.
22. 3 guys came down to serve it. So that means... that means all these guys got to come down this time.
Yep. And these guys have got to be careful entering pit road because it is a very difficult track to enter pit road on. As you see, Ryder and the 21 are side by side, but the 21's going to have to serve his penalty here.
See, everybody comes down.
This is going to be big on the race.
Penalties have been served.
So at least Ryder in the lead.
Yes.
That's my
And now he's
I-
now he's just came out to traffic here. So that's going to be interesting to see what happens here.
This is going to mess up. This is going to mess with the strategy. Some of these guys are going to be trying to...
yeah.
These guys are going to try and get Ryder and Friendless back on the long run.
Ryder passing PC to put him 1 lap down. So we're already working lap 9.
Look at all this. They've got to settle this. They've got guys at racing speed coming up to them. They're just coming out of pits. Side by side will be awarded.
Shot, yep.
Side by side will be given for this race.
For the first time.
For the first time, yes, side by side will be given for this race. See multiple views out on track.
Ryder actually put another truck down, a lap down.
31, yep. So now that puts a 2-truck gap between him and the 12. And the 12 is all over the place. He keeps hitting the wall. And the track is starting to change a lot more. And like I said in qualifying, it's going to slow down the race pace a lot today.
A little bit slicker.
Well, we gotta remember leaders in dirty air too here, like
Yeah.
max dirty air. So actually, Lance and Axe are probably gonna pull away from everybody.
Interesting.
Unless I think they'll pull away, keep their laps. I think Ryder, if he has the pace, can put some of these guys mid pack and left down. But once he reaches that bubble of dirty air, he just can't go anywhere. He'll be stuck there.
Yep.
Lance and Axe are battling pretty hard as they dive down
Oh,
into
yeah.
turn 1. A little bit of contact and they was going down into turn 1 too.
Battles
Being,
everywhere here. Across the lady in black.
System.
Gonna watch this battle for a little bit. Axe almost puts Lance in the wall. Lance around the outside. Think Axe might try and...
Cut
so many battles all over the place.
This
Ryder
is
trying
crazy.
to get around and lap everybody, while everybody else is trying to get positions.
System has now gone a lap down. From the entire field.
They are still side by side.
They have not let this up. They both want that position. Squeezing each other too. You saw Lance squeezed Axe down on the apron, entering.
This is the battle for third, by the way.
Yes.
Lance comes down, side drafts him. See Ryder on Timmy.
Contact. I'm pretty sure. Nearly contact.
Now they've got to remember they're hurting themselves while they battle. Ryder's on his way still.
I don't know if you guys didn't notice, this race is on a time limit. We only have 45 minutes left in this race.
Oh wow.
As you said, I think Lance and Axe actually caught that time on Ryder. Ryder's still trying to get his way around Timmy.
Ryder and Dirty
Ryder's
trying to pass
stuck,
these
yep.
guys. Gonna get stuck.
Axe finally gets by Lance. What a battle. But Lance is fighting back.
Lance goes back to the inside. And I think Lance has the position now.
He should have it now, but you might want to watch out because this 22 might send it into the corner. Chucking the wall that's shot. That's Shore back there.
That's Ryder's next guy he's got to go past.
Yep.
So yeah, Lance actually was able to get a gap to he was able to get a gap to Axe. For now at least.
Oh, look at
Fighting
this.
for his lap back.
Yeah. I was about to mention that the 5 truck fighting for his lap back. Oh, he got tight there mid-corner.
I would say with the penalties, it's kind of taking everything up.
Yes, it is.
Especially with points. I think Friendless was one of the guys that jumped up in the points a bunch, and if he keeps this position, he'll do it again.
Oh, yeah.
With Flavor not showing up, that's gonna really switch up the points a lot.
Definitely.
Flavor's gonna lose a lot of positions. Oh, and Ryder's in the wall.
That's going to slow his pace down. And look at the one truck of Lance. I mean, he's pulling away right now.
That barrier is really affecting him.
Oh, he's in the wall.
Yeah, Lance was able to get clear of Axe, and then he started to pull that gap, and he's still doing it now. So Lance has a lot of pace.
Now that
PC's
we've
pitting.
stretched out, the question is the tire run.
Hey,
Yeah.
PC is in pit road.
He's-
Tyron's like 20 laps or so. It's not a lot. I can't remember. It's at least more than 10 laps. I know
DC
that.
makes the first stop of the day. 20 laps in, first pitter.
Oh, no
F1
points
race.
either. So that's just -5 for him. That's bad.
Pole. Technically our pole sitter.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Gonna be out. 24 seconds. Now Lance has been he's been closing that gap onto Ryder. Ever since he got clear of Axe, he's been able to pull away, and he started to close that gap. It was 25 last time I checked. Now it's 24. So.
Oh, yeah, you want the clean air here because clean air is king.
Oh, Ryder's in the wall again, struggling. Friendless DNFs.
Cut. Battling. Never mind. Oscar's in pit
Oscar
road. That was close.
A lot of these guys making stops. Gotta remember, 23.9, and now, yep, gained a 10th that time. So Lance seems to be faster at the moment than Ryder.
49 tires after how many laps? 20 laps.
Wow.
Okay, we can do some estimation on that.
So that's like one stop maybe.
Ryder was on
One
third,
stop
so-
race. Maybe 2. Ryder Ryder just can't quite get destroyed. Timmy's keeping up with him.
We're doing some math real quick. The degradation rate is the same per lap. We're looking at 2.5% per lap.
Look at this. We got a battle between.
Hit 20. We're looking at lap 32. Is where the tires completely die. So 32 lap run to 20%.
Wow. Look at Cut now. He's on the inside of the 22, but he shoots up the racetrack, and he's in the wall again. It's really unfortunate there.
Look at Ryder. Now he's up to shore. Off turn 4. Now, Ryder, he's kind of got to get by all these lap cars. And I know it's quite Eddie's in the wall again.
He needs to pit soon.
Oh, yeah.
He's definitely out on them tires. You could definitely see how tight he's getting off exit. Ryder still chooses to stay out.
Axe just went out into pit road.
Axe on pit road now.
Pit limiter, he's got to go if he wants to stay alive in the race. I think he was trying to pit and he spun out.
Oh, but how does he merge back on track? Okay.
I mentioned it earlier in the broadcast.
Ryder's
pitting.
Ryder has called that he will be coming down this time.
So is Lance.
So is Lance.
I mentioned it earlier.
Got a lot of guys coming down.
Again, I mentioned it earlier in the broadcast. This is a tough pit road to enter.
System coming down.
Oh!
Axe too.
Axe finally does it correctly.
Question is, did anybody speed?
No.
Surprisingly, nobody sped. Because that pit road will come up on you pretty quick here.
Not a guy. Oh!
Timmy trying to come down pit road and Oscar just slams into him.
Oh, and he's around.
That's actually completely on Timmy because he never told anyone he was pitting. So
I think he was start pitting going into the ring.
Lance is out.
System, I think, just went another lap down.
Still, he's got to say he's pitting. If there's a car behind him, it's not Oscar's fault.
PC's on the lead lap, right?
I believe. No, he's lap down.
Right off the pit. Excellent. For all that, Ryder will remain in the lead. He's been dominating this race so far.
Oh, yeah.
Timmy and Pink coming out now.
So only the top 4 are on the lead lap right now.
Yeah, I think that actually should be correct. Now, that gap has just closed by a large margin. It was 23 seconds. Now it's 17. And with Lance having...
Yes, he does.
17-7. We'll keep watching that gap as this run carries on. Ryder finally has clean air. So that...
55, 56 for the pit stop.
So this will be a two-stopper. So this will be a two-stopper then.
It's going to be close, because they're going to be on old tires at the end of the race.
Oh, yeah. So maybe 3. We don't know yet. It's going to be very interesting to see.
17-8.
Trucks under a blanket. 3 wide into 3. System, PC in the 22. What a move by Axe.
Axe is going to get the upper hand on that position. Yes, he does. He clears. Axe gets the position out of all 3 of them.
A Briscoe move into the corner.
Down to turn 1.
Yeah, both of
PC
them.
gives a set. He gives a bump to Axe. Slides up. He's going to put System in the wall. System's going to be in the wall. They make
Oh my
contact.
God.
Luckily,
You're
there's
in
no
trouble.
spinners. PC's going to have to back out, give the position. System is going to take 7th. He gives the Sun down into the corner. Axe is able to hold off. He cuts it down off exit. He's going to get the exit speed. He's going to allow that to carry down the straightaway. Close to the wall goes System. System's not going to give it up.
That was crazy.
Axe going to run the top lane.
Lance is not gaining.
Like, yeah, that gap, I was about to say, that gap lost a 10th. Now he's staying dead even with Ryder.
He's found pace and clean air. But I don't know. He's about to get up to another lap car, I think, or going to put a car a lap down. I think
That's cut.
Yeah, those lap cars have been the problem for Ryder this entire race. They don't give him space, and they're definitely going to keep fighting. So he's going to have to find any way he can to get around them. But it's been tough. It's not a lot of passing.
Very tough.
It's very tight.
17-7 again.
So he gained back that 10th that he lost. But let's see if he can close back.
Ryder's in the wall. I think he's catching dirty air off of the cut.
See what the... Oh, and a record! It's System! Front and back end damage. System's
System
gonna be
has
wrecked.
crashed.
He's crashed and he's
Caution
jumped.
is out.
Caution's gonna be out.
Oh, Silver's around. Hard into the inside wall.
And he's gonna have rear end damage. That's gonna hurt him.
That's got to be a concussion there.
So I'm assuming these
I
guys,
just caught the glimpse of that too.
everybody will pick up behind Ryder. Only one person will get their lap back.
I think System might have hit the outside wall and just spun it.
All drivers are going to be on the lead lap, so this race has just completely changed.
I know Ryder was not happy to see that caution.
Mm-mm.
Remember, with the Crossman rules, we are not hitting under yellow, so
Oh,
very
right.
interesting strategy.
I really forgot about that. Oh. What's going on here?
I do not know.
Oh, I guess we're going
Trying to get their positions together. That is not something Ryder wanted to see, especially with that lead he had.
Red car go to the back, yeah.
So it'll be green next time.
Oh boy, we got crashed
Oh, what is happening in
under
the back?
yellow again.
I think I saw someone
Oh,
unpaced.
it was Lance.
Hold on.
Typing.
Lance
System
Lance
wreck
typing in
earlier?
chat.
Did System wreck before he crashed like a couple minutes ago?
No, System
Yeah,
is...
I'm not counting that under yellow. This is somebody unpaced killed him.
Okay.
Alright, so 10 cars left in this race. 2 DNFs so far. Not off of crashes, though. Off of... Oh, we'll return back. Green Rider will lead us. Oscar behind him. Cut will be in 3rd. That is your top 3. And then Shore and Axe round at the top 5. Everybody's lined up, ready to go.
Green flags back out in the air from the lady in black.
Green flag. And we've got a spinner. PC's around. And he's got rear end damage. So the caution will be back out.
He's done.
I believe PC will be out.
Another week of bad luck.
And with that, he was 3 points entering this race. Now, he's got to go next week, and he's going to be running for his money like a lot of these guys are.
Man, that sucks.
That was something that team did not want to happen.
Oh, quick caution here.
Quick caution. We'll try it again. 9 cars left in this race, 3 DNFs. 1 off of crashing. Ryder will lead us again. We'll try it again. Green flag.
Huge push push to cut. Oh my goodness, he's going. He's gotta go.
Cut with a big push. He was thinking about going below Cut. He was thinking about going below Ryder. They're 3 wide. Cut below the apron. He's got to let him up. Ryder's breaking.
Doesn't work. 4 wide. 4 wide. This ain't gonna work. They make it work somehow.
They made it work.
They've got to give room down into turn 3. Turn 3 is way tighter than turn 1.
This is a very tight corner of the race.
Hit the wall off this corner and die.
Shore hits the wall.
For sure.
They're still tight 3 wide. Contact. Shore hits him low. Now Axe around the outside. They're 3 wide. Tight down into turn 1. That let Oscar get out to the lead. Oh! And a hit from Shore. Cuts below the apron. He's got to keep that car straight. And he does. What a save! But now a run from Shore. Oh, and Cut gets turned again. He's going to need to save it again. And he's fully around. He's coming back up the track.
Back on the racetrack.
But he saved it. No caution.
Those tires.
And the caution will be out.
Wow. He got turned by the same guy twice.
What a save for him down into turn 1. Bad push down on the back straightaway caused him to go around into turn 3. And they're going to have to restart in the 8th place position.
So we're halfway through the race. Can we get a report on the timer?
See the points on your screen again. As you have, so you have an idea of what will happen to these points for next race. And the last race before the chase. As don't believe it's green this time, which it is not.
This has been a crazy race so far.
Very crazy.
Insane race.
Early on, everyone had to serve a drive-through penalty except for Ryder and I believe it was the 31. Correct me on that. And then we've just had wreck after wreck. It's been a couple weeks since these guys have raced.
And you look at it, Chevy leading the race. Chevy has not won a single race this season.
Not yet. Maybe that could change today.
Ford currently holds the most wins, having 2 wins on the season. Actually, sorry. Dodge having the most wins, 2 wins on the season. Ford and Toyota both won 1 single race.
Green this time from race control.
Now, can that Chevy manufacturer finally get their first win? 28 minutes remaining on the clock.
It's left.
28 minutes.
Now, if we look at it, these guys aren't tight on time, but they don't have time to keep making cautions like this.
Exactly. So this is one of those crazy scenarios.
Oscar will lead us to the green. And we will try it again. Oscar, Ryder, green flag is out. A good start from Ryder. He backed out. Look at Cut, already making moves back there. Down into turn 1. This is where it gets crazy. Saw Ryder got hit up. Here goes Shore for the move. A push from X got him out to second. Now he slides up.
Ryder's in the wall.
Ryder in the wall. Heavy contact.
Going for the lead. Ryder's
Trying to keep his car clean. We've got people sideways. They're spinning. Can they keep it? Can they save it? Systems around. Oh, and he's got red damage. Oh, but it's up in the air.
Hard crash for System.
And the caution will go back out.
Oh my word.
Oh, and Shore gets turned. No damage on the car. Was able to keep it clean. We'll have to get it around. Oh, and now he's got damage, but I don't think that will not count. Almost had it fully saved. He was trying.
That was one of the weirdest crashes I've ever seen at Darlington from System.
System will have a DNF.
That was so weird.
8 cars left in the
I'm-
race, 4 DNFs, 2 off of crashing. Shore will be on his last car. That did count.
I am so surprised that system did not get catch fence damage there. Very surprised.
Not sure what happened between Oscar and Axe. They seem to have unpaced and drove away from the back. See, Shore will take the first place position back. So 8 cars left in this race. Now it's starting to turn into survival of the fittest. Got to make it to the end of the race alive. Now remember, we have 28 minutes left, and we haven't hit 20 to go yet. So
I'd probably say there's like 27.5 to 26 minutes left in this race.
yeah, that crasher system. That team hasn't done too well this season. But Shore is going to lead us back to the green. Green flag. Oh, and Cut gets turned. Wait, can he save it? He's around in front of Pink, and he's got rear end damage. The caution will come back out. They will not race back. They will, or I believe the race back. Is it race back?
No race back.
Oh, and they're hitting and they're wrecking. Shore is sideways. Silver is almost getting around. Oh, and Axe is turned. Axe is now around. He's gonna have to get that turned around.
And apparently Cut is not happy with someone.
Yeah, man, we've seen it happen all race. These guys get really close with each other on these restarts, and it just never works.
Yep. Confirm it. Yep, the one jump to the restart.
One jump to restart. Gonna have to see how race control will handle the penalty for that. You know, jumping restarts has been issues that we've seen in the past, but we don't know how race control will handle it.
Change of position for the lead, actually.
No further investigation.
I only saw a little bit of it.
All right, we'll
Maybe
try again.
But you can do it after the race. We can just post-race penalty.
Oscar, Shore, Axe, Ryder, Lance, Timmy, Pink, and Mamba. That is Cut. Green flag is out again. We will try it again. And they did it. They didn't wreck off the restart. Let's see what happens out into turn 1. Oh! I think Oscar
got moved by Axe.
I think also Oscar tried to get rotated, and he might have braked way too much for Shore to react to. See, Axe trying to get low to block Ryder from getting any sort of run. Ryder gets to the inside anyway, muscles him out of the way. He's gonna push Axe up the track,
What a move.
and he's gonna clear him. That's for second.
That's gonna put him back in the second. The Cut is going down pit road.
Maybe a strategy call. They don't know how to. Maybe they know how to play this race. You saw Ryder. He went top. Oscar blocked it, then tried to go low. 3 wide for the lead. Axe on the bottom.
Wow.
This is some crazy racing up front here, guys.
Shore got in the wall behind.
The lead.
Lance is there for the capitalization, just in case they make a mistake.
The bumper.
Lance gives the bumper to Oscar. He moves him up the track. Now they're side by side for the lead between Ryder and Axe.
Whoa.
They did not wreck somehow.
Battle for the lead on the left side of your screen. Battle for the positions behind on the right side.
Oh, trouble. 31's right in the back.
And the caution will come back out.
Caution is out.
It will be Axe, Ryder, Oscar, then Lance.
I wonder how that happened. You hit a bump, you
Pink
said.
hit a bump. And that strategy just played it in a favor for Cut.
So now these guys have to come down again. But now that these laps tick down under caution, Cut is gonna be able to jump some positions. He's gonna get positions on. He's gonna get positions under the actual run, and when these guys have to come down and pit.
But there is a crossover because Cut is going to be on like what 25% at the end of the race. So there's still going to be a period where the other guys are faster.
How many minutes left of this race? Can't forget that this race is also timed.
This race is timed. 21 minutes remaining, so these guys are not safe on time right now. Remember, 30 laps to go at the there's 30 laps to go. So I think they're actually not. I think they're out of the window. Yeah, they're out of the window for making it to the end of the race.
Yep. And I just looked out of my window, and I hear rain coming down hard.
That's related.
Roscoe is going to pit in the next 2 laps.
Oscar, yeah, he's called that he's gonna pit in the next 2 laps. So guys have to pay attention for it. Pink has joined back with us. Alright, they made it work last time. They did the restart perfectly. Can they do it again? Or will we see a caution off of the restart like we've seen multiple times this race?
Now I got word from Ryder that he's also going to pit with Oscar.
Strategy call by those two. Axe will lead us back to the green flag. Green flag's out. Axe was not ready for it. Backed up Ryder. Ryder had to lift off of Axe, so he didn't turn him. Now he's going to put those guys side by side. Ryder gets cleared for second. Oh, and Timmy's going to go sideways, and he's around. Has no damage yet, and he has damage. The caution will come out.
Just straight up turned him.
So Axe, Ryder, Oscar, and then I believe Lance, Cut, and then Shore was the positions when the caution had came out. Timmy was the caution. Not sure. I think that it will be his last. Yep, will be his last car. Now these guys still have to pit, and I think Cut is actually liking these cautions. As these laps tick down, as these laps tick down, gives more time for the. Oh, and Ryder's turned. What happened there?
NASCAR Unleashed just unpaced.
They gotta stop typing, and that's gonna be the penalty. I was expecting that one.
Yep.
Definitely gotta watch the typing. So he will start TTB.
Yikes.
So we'll be green next time.
I thought he was getting revenge on him for a second.
Oh! Alright, Ryder has slotted back into his position. Oscar has been given the penalty. It will be TTB. Timmy has rejoined with the field. Everybody is ready to go back green. 8 cars remaining in the race.
Still.
Yes, still. I've not seen a DNF yet. Timmy on his last car. I believe that's the only person in the field on their last car. And Pink as well.
It's Shore, Pink, Cut, Timmy.
Okay. Alright. Coming to the green flag. Chaos or no? Here we go. Axe leads us back. Green flag. They kept it clean. Ryder didn't get such a good start. He actually gave Axe a good margin between him and Ryder. Shore
There's
backed
25
up.
laps to go.
25 laps to go. Remember that timer. That timer ticks under caution as well. Here comes Cut with those fresh tires.
Yep. So if this goes green, we could finish it in like 12 minutes or so. So it's gonna be really close here.
See, Oscar comes down. He kept to his strategy. He's gonna be down on pit road.
Here comes Cut.
Cut on those newer tires. He got what he wanted. Ryder up the racetrack.
See, Cut trying to go for the move. He's gonna go to the move on Lance now. Goes to the inside.
Doesn't get it yet.
He tried. Lance holding out on those old tires. Here they come around to lap Oscar.
Cut's easily gonna get that position now. Never mind. No, he's still side by side with Lance. Oh, he's shoving him up the racetrack.
Oh, no, no, no!
They're wrecking.
And Cut's gonna go around. He's gonna try and save it. Now the caution is not out yet. They'll wait for him to try and get it around. He's gonna try and get it turned around. And he's got it turned around. So that hurts Cut badly. He's gonna need a caution now. Because
Lance is hitting.
And Lance is gonna come down. Lance might not be too happy with Cut after that. Definitely Cut abused having those fresher tires and trying to clear himself on Lance.
And that's the 31 truck has pitted, and now he's back out onto the racing surface. Timmy's pitting.
Axe and Ryder have... Remember, Ryder was also the person that said he would come down pretty early. Right after the caution. I stayed out with Axe.
Oh, we have a crash. Oh, we have a crash on the front straightaway.
Oh, sure. That's it. Shore's going to be out. Axe will lead us, Ryder.
Axe, watch that on the battle cam. That is a hard hit for Short. That was a hard crash for Shore. If you watch back on the broadcast, you will see it happen on the battle cam. He just goes hard into the wall.
So Axe will lead us. A lot of these guys are still out down.
Yep.
We got a little shuffle for position here.
So now we got 7 cars left.
Trucks.
7 trucks, sorry. Left 7 trucks.
Oh.
Thank you for the correction.
Oh, what's going on here?
These guys could just not get it together. Now, Axe and Ryder have to be a little bit disappointed with what happened to them. Because now they have to pit still. While these guys that just pitted before this caution are on fresh tires.
And looking at the racetrack, you see the bottom groove is pretty much gone.
Wow.
So you're going to have to start to search around at this point in the race to find grip.
How many minutes left on the timer? I wonder. I would think about 14 minutes maybe. 13. Wow.
So this race, at this rate, this race might end under time. So this might get very chaotic here.
And then once those guys start to realize that this race can end at a time, they're definitely going to start jockey for positions, because now green flag's out. This time Ryder kept with him. He didn't give Axe that gap that he would have wanted down into turn 1. Now Axe has to go really defensive.
Everyone's on fresh tires behind that.
Oh,
Ryder's around.
Ryder gets turned to the outside wall, and I believe that's his first crash of the day.
He just got ran through by Oscar.
Not sure how race control is going to handle that one. If they realize it's on purpose, or if it was pretty bad, I'm not sure how they will handle what just happened. Oscar was given a TTB penalty for
What the heck?
what he did under caution. Was it race back?
Big confusion here.
As
Now
you'll see the
Cut
points come
just
across your
took the
screen
lead.
again.
Wow.
Points on your screen now. That is the points. In case you forgot, or if you were just tuning in. And that 16 laps to go. Now you have to wonder about his cut.
Green this time.
What are his cuts tires at is the question I think a lot of people should be asking right now.
Yeah.
Definitely
I don't
has
think
not
that's
pitted,
going to be
not pitted since that short run that we had that one a little bit earlier. I think that was at least, I think that was like 10 maybe 15 laps ago he last pitted. That will lead us.
10 minutes are left.
These guys,
Oh, boy.
these guys are not in a good place to finish this race. They might have to end it under the timer.
They're going to have to.
Race control has been calling the green a little bit earlier. I think they're trying to cut down on that time. You see down at turn 1, Oscar very loose off of Lance. Lance goes to the inside. Trying to make quick work of him.
I think Cut has this locked up.
Cut's trying to drive away with it. See Lance, I think Cut might have hopped a bump. Oscar in the wall trying to cut it down off exit. He's going to get the speed off exit. Lance trying to pull him back with the side draft. He does. These guys keep battling. They're going to keep letting Cut grow that gap.
14 to go here.
Oh, and a hit from Lance. He hits Axe up the track that puts Oscar in the wall. Lance clears for second.
I'm pretty sure we have pressure tires for
Oh, Ryder's around again. Ryder's out. Ryder's out of the race.
Ryder's going to crash out of the race. The caution will come back out. It will be Lance, Oscar, Axe. Then Timmy, Ryder will be out. And that has got to hurt. For a car that
Ryder's the
has...
most dominant car of the race because of that penalty that everyone had to serve early on. I'm pretty sure he's led the most amount of laps.
For a truck that had so much speed, he is now going to have to suffer a DNF. And I think that will... And that's going to hurt him going into the next race.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I just looked at the stream. He is +6 right now, so that's going to hurt him majorly in the points.
And I want to keep looking at Pink. What a race they've had. They've just kept that car clean the entire race. They've been racking up positions for... Well, yeah, with the last car, I mean, they've still done a good job at trying to, you know, do their best. As green flag is out. Lance slept the restart. Bad push from Axe. That's going to push Oscar below the apron. Not ideal line that he wants. He's going to try and get to Mamba.
He's there.
Lance clears for third.
Gonna give a push?
Gives a push to Oscar down into the corner.
The bump again. The bump to Kai.
Axe goes down pit road. We've got Oscar in the lead. Side by side for second is Cut and Lance. 11 laps to go. Remember that timer.
Will this race? Yep, I was about to mention. Will this race finish on the timer, or will the timer be the end of the race?
7 minutes remaining.
We got 7 minutes to do 11 laps. Come on, guys.
They're right there. They're right in the window to finish this race and get to the checkered. Barely. Oscar trying to drive away.
A lot of points this race.
10 to go.
10 laps to go. Remember, they're gonna catch up on that timer as they do these laps. Remember, laps only take about 30 seconds to get around to the next lap.
So it's about 2 laps and a minute here.
I think so, actually.
No, bro, they had it.
Wait. No, I thought Lance pitted earlier.
I don't know about the rest of the bro.
Cut is definitely on those tires. Those tires are definitely hitting Cut now. That strategy definitely got hindered by the cautions.
Yep.
Lance is not letting him drive away. Remember, Lance I think he came into this race 17th in the standings.
He's nearly right there on him. He's got a really good line through 3 and 4. Now look at him. He's there. He's there on his
They're
bumper.
blocking. Oscar brings him down low to block. Lance wants this win.
He's got to fight. He's got to fight for his life here. He goes to the outside.
Trying to get there.
He's gonna go
Now he goes to the
outside.
inside. He made the move. Can he clear him? Oscar up on the wall. Lance is going to be able to clear Lance to the lead.
Pass.
7 laps to go. Oscar's not going to let him drive away so easily.
Will Oscar fight back in the 8 car? Or in the 8 truck, sorry.
Let's remain.
Where's the life here?
Oscar up on the wall. Lance is going to be able to
I
clear
think
Lance
Lance
to the
has it.
lead.
He's pulling away from him now.
What a pass, though, from Lance. That's got to be the sweet move of the race right there.
And he looks to be driving away from Oscar. 6 laps to go. Tires might be hindering Oscar.
Yep.
Remember, Axe pitted, so if a caution did come out, Axe would have the advantage on tires.
Oh, yeah.
But there are
I
no...
don't think what's going to happen.
See, Lance is able to wrap the bottom so well. 5 laps to go.
5 to go. Man,
Thank-
I don't know. Oscar trying to hang in there with them. Oh, he just hit the wall.
Oh, that's it. That's it.
Hey, I think it might be it. If they run green, I think Lance still has... He might just have this race if they run green to the end. They don't need to worry about the timer. 4 laps to go.
4 to go.
1.5 seconds. It might be it here. And this one would be big for Lance. Coming into this race 14th in the standings. He'll definitely jump a lot of these guys, especially with the DNS we've had this race.
Oh, he's in the wall again. Oscar's in the wall. And keep in mind, this is Formula 1 point style, so it's very interesting here. Very interesting points format, and I like it. It makes the chase, it makes the cutoff even more crazier than you would think.
And I've got to give
Way to
it...
go for Lance.
I've got to give it to Pink, too. What a race they've had. I mean, they've crashed out once, but they... Top 5 for those guys is big.
Oh yeah, especially on the track that's too tough to tame. Probably the toughest track on the schedule here.
2 seconds back to Oscar. Here he comes around to 2 to go. Just hoping for no caution. Remember, they have to hit the checker, too.
Yep.
If they have yellow before the checker, it will be in overtime. 2 laps to go.
And this battle for second might possibly change that, but I don't know if Cut can get to Oscar, though.
Lance came in. We weren't so sure on his speed coming in. And then beginning of the race wasn't too optimal for them.
Either way,
But-
off of 4, he's going to see the white flag.
White flag.
Oh, we got a trouble. We got a crash in the back. Between
Axe, front end
and
damage.
Caution is out. He just might have done a spin gate.
Caution's out. That is big for Lance.
I don't
Now-
know what happened to Axe.
There is no footage of the wreck. Axe is
Hold
still
on.
stopped. Now, they still have overtime. If that,
Oh,
they still
I
have
do have a
overtime.
Oh, yeah.
There is a clip.
Lord.
I think he might have hit the turn 3 entry wall,
Wow.
and that
So, and they can't pit. They can't pit. So whatever the tires are now is what the tires are. That's big. That's just... Lance was not ready for that one. Not something he wanted.
Oh my goodness. What has happened today?
So much has been happening. Axe on his last car. Now remember, Axe was the only guy who pitted during that run. So he's got fresh tires. Not really fresh tires, but he's got the best tires out of everybody else.
What's the timer looking like?
Remember that timer.
A few minutes left. A few minutes left.
They have to get going. I think once that timer hits zero, it's checkered. It used to be 1 minute remaining. Lance might be able to hold.
We've got to go green this time. It's gonna have to be.
Lance still might be able to win this race. Oscar's gonna have to give it a Hail Mary if he wants to.
We might see
One
the
overtime
biggest
attempt.
sin
Crazy
in
stuff
history.
here.
We're gonna see the biggest sin ever. Oh my goodness.
Timer ticking down. Now, if you wanted to get right on each other's bumpers, I would say this would probably be the time.
Yes, it
You're
would
gonna
be.
need. Lance has to hold on.
Stuff.
There we go, green flag. Oscar was able to get the restart on Lance. He's gonna get to his inside. He's at his corner.
Here comes Cut.
Lance is keeping him down. Cut around the outside. He's there if they make a mistake.
Lance has got the better tires. But here comes Oscar on the inside.
Side by side.
Down the back straightaway.
They're trying to move. They're trying to move. Down into turn 3. They're 3 wide for third.
Final time. Oscar, Cut. No.
Lance around the outside. Lance is gonna clear him.
Lance is gonna clear him.
We've
They're
got-
crashing. Lance is gonna win it at the Lady in Black. Oh no, this is the final lap.
White flag down into turn 1. Oscar's got to give a send down into turn 3. He's sticking with them. He's not letting Lance drive away. Down the backstretch.
The biggest sin of his life.
Down the backstretch for the final time. What will Lance do to hold off Oscar? Oscar doesn't give it a send. I think he might have just given the win to Lance. He couldn't do anything. Lance off turn 4. He's going to hold on and win in Darlington.
What a finish.
Wow.
We've got crashing in the back after the line. No damage. That means none of those guys will be DNF'd. But give it up for Lance. Timer just rang. They barely made it. One more lap and Lance would have probably still would have been given the win.
That is insane.
Now, if we had paced that one extra lap, they definitely would have ran out of time on the white flag. But
Got
give
51% tires. Yep.
it up for Lance. What a win. What a win.
Oscar had 38% left.
And that will put them into the chase, I believe, after this race.
It definitely should.
After all these DNFs, top 5. The top 5 was not. Pink was not able to achieve the top 5. But I mean, what a race for Lance. Their season was all over the place, but coming here and winning at Darlington is big, especially right before the chase.
Very big.
As we'll definitely try and get Lance up here.
We might have some tempers here between Cut and Axe.
A lot happened back there as they were going crazy for the positions. They knew that timer was below a minute. So see if we can get Lance up to get an interview.
No burnout for Lance. That's very interesting.
He didn't save his motor.
Gotta save that car for the next race.
Good point.
He's going down into victory lane.
Oh, we do have tempers.
Oh.
All right,
Oh, my
Lance.
word.
We might have Lance up in the booth. Do you got us, Lance?
Yeah, I got you. Oh my god, dude.
What a win. I mean, it was a crazy race, but I mean, you guys able to hold on that last run. You guys were able to pull away from Oscar, then that late race caution. What were you thinking? What was your plan to get away from Oscar in that last stint?
Literally was just sending as hard as I could into the corners. We got it done. You know, that last caution got me really scared for the restart with all the people on fresh tires, but I'm so happy it's over now. Oh my god.
You guys have a lot.
Man.
You guys made up a lot of points this race. If you are in the chase, is it gonna be? Are you gonna be going for that championship if you make it?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. All right. Well, good job today. Glad you guys were able to get that win. Punch you guys way into the chase. Good job today.
Yeah, thank you.
Good job.
All right. If we see trying to get Oscar up here. Not sure if he has a mic. We'll see if we can get him up here. Not sure if he'll yeah, up here. Yeah. All right. Let's see if we can get one more. Be the last one.
Okay.
You're gonna get cut or one of these guys. That was a crazy race. That was a crazy
That
race.
was a fun one.
That was a good
Besides
race.
all the crashing, strategy was good.
I think that might be it on interviews. Oh wait, we got Axe. See if he has. Axe, you got us.
Yeah, I gotcha.
All right, if one of you guys want to go ahead and interview him.
Well, Axe, you got what? A third place
P3.
finish out here today? Yeah, third place finish. Describe to us there what happened between you and Cut there.
Well, I mean, I had the fresher tires, and I was just trying to get to the lead because, I don't know, he was in my way, but sorry if I walled you, but just racing, you know. And I got, like, completely sold out of strategy because caution after caution.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't do
Can't
much.
help that.
And I had
Can't-
to stay out, and my tires were at 38, and I, like, couldn't fit.
That's
Yeah.
understandable. Well, you got good points though. We'll say that. And y'all have? Does anyone else here in the media have any other questions for him?
Definitely. I got one. You came into this race out of the cutoff. Now, I definitely think you're gonna point your way in. We're seeing the DNFs. What's the goal for next race if you guys are in the chase?
Win the race and get pulled.
Win the race and get points. All right. Well, Axe. You know, it was the race all around for you, but at least you guys managed to come out with a top 5 finish.
Yeah.
All right. Good luck next
All
week.
those-
All right, and that's gonna conclude interviews. It's been a crazy race this weekend. Lots of cautions, lots of mayhem. 6 cars finished this race. We started with 12, so that means half of these guys were able to finish. Lance was able to come out at the end with the win, hold off Oscar. And Prime and Beast, if you guys got anything to say before we sign out?
Mm-mm.
Oh, all right. Thank you for tuning in this week. Global Sports Network for Darlington. We'll see you next week at Lowe's, Charlotte, where will be the final race of the regular season.